Hello, Ji'nara here, welcome back. Playing, well, we're finishing Noir Ascension. It's a custom campaign for StarCraft 2 created by EDHRIANO, and we're heading into the Epilogue, Lingering Truth. This actually might be the map that I have played for Mapperino 2019, because the name rings a bell, which means it's going to be very similar to Highway to Hell. Hey, do y'all remember in the prologue where we fought Stukov, and he's like, I'm going to get you, and then he disappeared and we haven't seen him? Maybe he shows up here, but if not, it'd be real weird if he didn't. Oh, okay, so this doesn't work, but that's okay. I will go ahead and launch the map separately. I'll see you then. Okay, here we are. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. By the way, the Mapperino 2019 submission by EDHRIANO was Amon's World Altered Fates, or Alters Fates. Alters Fate? One of those, so it was not part of this campaign. I have just been mistaken. Okay, here we go. Tal'darim homeworld, Fortress of Solitude, approximately 2 days after Rakshir. What did he promise you? Freedom, equality. Once we mass-produce the Eradicator frame, we, the Facemiths, will no longer be a lower class. Wait, did we not kill Daenerys? The High Lord is a coward and a liar. He disgraced the Rakshir. He has no honor. What makes you think he will keep his word? Enough. Stop this foolish endeavor. Pledge your loyalty to the High Lord, and you will be spared. Never. Dunmora, please, just pledge your loyalty. Don't worry about me. Did you forget? A brother always. After all last mission, he's like, I gotta keep my involvement secret. And here he is, just giving himself away. Arg! Arg. No, Dunmora. Tal'darim homeworld, Fortress of Solitude, present time. Status report, Master Facemith. We've recreated the frame as you ordered, High Lord. And the Eradicator cannon in zero shift back wing. We've scanned them. Unfortunately, her arm cannon is not the Eradicator cannon. And her back wing, it is empty, just an ornament. And the sword. Our Bloodhunter weapon is stronger than her sword. And the Eradicator power core? It's highly possible that she had them replaced before her departure. In case she was captured. But we've made modifications. I think you will like the result. We set up a neural VR link with the unit, allowing you to control it with your thoughts. with just my thoughts. Move to the right. Move to the left. Back to the middle. Twice was enough, I think. Now face me. Impressive. Very impressive. Oh, gosh. That spooked me. What? Looks like we have uninvited guests, High Lord. I will order the guards to dispose of them immediately. Wait, I know them. Dawn mercenaries. I'm not even gonna... Ha ha ha! Hi, Lord. You sound like a crazy person. No need. We'll take the beta unit and take care of them ourselves. By your command, High Lord.
How shall you serve me?
What? This should be fun.
What justice be done?
Do we really get to kill them?
State your request.
Well, Astral Wind is nice.
Speak. Of course I am needed.
Okay, so we've got Ru'waka, we've got the Eradicator, and then Ji'nara, who is just going to run in and get themselves killed, but that's fine. So,
You address the High Lord.
Shadow Charge, Dark Coil. Huh, okay. So it's like a Centurion.
Needed. So goes the chain of ascension.
Here's what we're going to do. Because I fully am expecting a perspective switch. We're going to kill all of our own stuff. I can always restart the mission and skip the cinematic if this is not... if this causes some sort of problem. Follow me, Tal'darim. Your High Lord commands it. Oh, I can't target them.
How shall you serve me?
No, Dunmora is right.
I agree with this choice. You address the High Lord.
You're nothing but a coward and a traitor.
State command. Do not waste my time.
You dishonor the Rakshir. We will follow you no more. Then die. Nothing like a good old perspective swap. Oh, this all costs energy. Crippling Psionic Storm. His energy comes back pretty fast.
Now, as I will it, so shall it be.
Oh, no. Does that stun? I don't know, because it's Button Tooltip Artanis Lightning Dash. We'll never know.
Only because I will it.
So I really hope this entire trilogy of campaigns plus the Hammer of Dawn prequel doesn't end just like this, you know? Like a big bummer by controlling this asshole.
So goes.
But that might very well be what happens. I don't know.
So shall it be.
Having to kill all three of these at the same time, I don't think there's any way we could do it with our
Of course.
Dawn mercenaries. We'll see.
So shall it be. I agree.
Let's check up here first.
As I will it.
We're not using resources, so I don't know if going these other directions is ever worth it.
You address the High Lord.
Don't need that. It's there, though, so we can always backtrack for it. We shouldn't need it, though, with Astral Wind. I don't think I'll ever use Crippling Sonic Storm because these are all melee heroes, so there's never going to be a point where we're going to use that and not damage our own stuff. All of our mana is going to go into Astral Wind, I think. Can we just take them one at a time, or... Not one at a time, but we take them in small groups. Lightning Dash is very, very, very good, so we just keep doing that. Kill this stupid cannon. Okay, we're doing fine. We're essentially killing all of our own guys. But I guess we are the Tal'darim. Quick save. There hasn't... I mean, there have been Reavers, but we've been okay to survive against them long enough that we can... I mean, we have a lot of damage output here. One of these is a detector. It's the Eradicator. Okay. Good stuns. Good stuns. Big and important stuns there. Let's just go ahead and use Astral Winds to get our shields back for now. More health. We have 2 health opportunities if needed.
So goes the chain of
I'm really intrigued with how this is going to end. Again, this is the epilogue. An empty cell. Oh, she got out.
Of course I am needed.
Oh, no.
As I
Oh, no. Ah, that doesn't do much damage at all to him. No, kill the Reaver.
As I desire, you address the Lord.
Okay.
Only because I will it.
I'm intrigued. I like a good perspective switch. Captain Han, I presume? To have the High Lord of Tal'darim come all this way to greet us. And I was worried on how to test the beta unit. What better way than to fight against the famous Dawn mercenaries? I heard you took down Void Kerrigan, the Soul Eater. Nothing to say? Very well. Perhaps you will talk better when I crush your windpipe. We do. I think we just kill him. And that'll be the end. Weird. Very weird choice. Why do they get so much more HP? I'm sticking on Mira like white on rice. The music should not be heroic. Okay, one down. This is extremely strange. This is extremely strange. Like, I get that. I'm assuming, especially with all of the Game of Thrones references, I'm gonna assume that it's because, you know, we see, it's like, you know, the Game of Thrones kick, where like, oh, well, the bad guys win. But God damn it. That's alright, I had just saved. I thought I had Astral Winds up. But it's just, it comes out of nowhere. Like, it's not like, oh, what a twist, the bad guys win. It's just like, you have a perspective switch here, which has not been used at all in all the previous media that's been available to us. Oh. I don't know if we're going to be able to survive in that case. Also, what is the E, the slash? Because it doesn't seem like he's using it. Why do we care about this Daenerys person? Just let him Just let him die. Who cares, man? We're the Tal'darim. That's tricky. We have to delay it long enough to get Astral Wind off, and then we can kill Marie, and then we'll win. Hopefully, well, I can always rewind. That would work too. Okay, this one.
Of course I am.
I'm spamming W. Maybe we could just run him down there to pick up the health as well, like when things are starting to get dicey. So let's do that. So it's Daenerys. Pick this up. Astral Winds. There we go. You just stay away. No. 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 They pick one that they want, and they just chase them around like fucking assholes, man. You gotta make sure we keep using Lightning Dash as well. Oh, got it. I got it. Okay. Now stay away. Grab this, and then you pick up the energy so that we can use Astral Wind again. There we go. Okay, now we've won. Let's quick save. It's not necessarily over yet. Use Whirlwind to kill her quicker. There we go.
Of course I am.
So much for the famous Captain Han.
Speak.
What a weird way to end it. Unless there's like, it was a dream or something like that. Pathetic. Such a disappointment. I expected more from the famous Dawn mercenaries. Well, they got a shit ton more health than whenever I got to use them, so I guess you got to see the best of them. Are you sure about that? What? Who said that? What? What is this? Where am I? Was it all a simulation? How did I get here? Good morning, High Lord. Pleasant dream. Aha! What? Dunmora, I saw you die. What a twist. Did you really? Or did you see an empty frame remotely controlled being destroyed? Got him! A necessary diversion in order to gain your trust. I never linked your thoughts with the beta unit. Instead, I linked your thoughts to a virtual simulation. Designed to lead you here. Oh, we got double swords now. After what you did during Rex, sure, it only took a little to convince your guards to turn. We freed Bayar and Elinara. That was our mission. That was a neat little twist. I didn't expect it. I was getting a little upset that you chose to end it this way, Adriano, but this was a nice little flip. So that is why Dunmora's involvement must remain a secret. Huh. Neat. A simulation. Mwahaha! Ha ha ha! Evil laugh. Fine, I'll just kill you all again. No, you fight me. I knew it. I am Ji'nara. Ji'nara is my mother. I knew it. In the name of justice, I challenge you. I mean, he doesn't have much of a choice. He's in, like, a box. He's in a cage. Hi, Lord Ru'waka. Do you accept or do you surrender? What lies is this? Ji'nara has only one child, and he died during childbirth. That is what she wants you to believe. Wait, but what about Dunmora? She took her child away from you and gave the child to me. Oh. Oh. I see. The child lives. Does the child know? Do I know what? That I am your father. You're a liar and a traitor. Why should I believe you? The melodrama. Ask your Terran sister. Ask your machine brother. Ask your soul. You know it is true. Just kill him. Who cares? Elinara, Dunmora, sister, brother, is it true? Tepid pause. Tepid pause. Don't ask these two. They're from other cinematic universes. They wouldn't know. No, it's not true. It's impossible. Are we still playing as this guy to kill Bayar? Yeah, it looks like it.
Do not waste
Weird. Still weird.
address the harm.
Would you stop it?
So shall it be. As I
She dancing. Oh, she disintegrated us, I think. No, though, that's just her normal attack. Dude, she's getting roasted. Stop it. You need to stop it.
only because I will it.
Oh, it's heating up, boys. It's alright, we can heal ourselves for a lot. So, I mean, again, there was the little twist, the narrative twist, but we're still playing as the guy.
State
Ru'waka, stop. Are you really going to kill your son? I see. It is true, then.
Well, I agree with this choice.
This has been a real roller coaster ride of anime emotions. My son? Join me. Together we shall rule the Tal'darim. Answer me this. Why did you betray Mother? Why did you do all that? Just all that. Why'd you do all that? We, the Tal'darim, are dying. The Purifier War killed many of our people. Should the Rakshir continue, one day we will kill each other to extinction. Abandoning the Rakshir for good is the only way. Oh, wait, no. Now he's a reformist. Getting some mixed messages here. But the Ascendants will not let me. That is why they must go. Fortunately, it took very little to convince Ji'nara to deal with all of them. All made possible after I became High Lord. Her death was necessary for my ascension. If I knew you survived, I would have taken a different path. Different way. And them? What would happen to them? As long as they stay the hell away, they will not be harmed. My son, join me. No, I will not join you, but I won't fight you either. I've heard enough. Warp him out. What? What? No. Ji'nara, what have you done with him? Don't worry, he's where he should be. What will happen to him? He's in jail. What do you think? Justice, the Tal'darim way. Tepid pause. Let me see if this is correct. Ji'nara is the mother and Ru'waka is the father. Ru'waka betrayed Ji'nara so he could ascend and cancel the Rakshir. Ji'nara and Dunmora wanted to start a rebellion. But they knew they were no match against Ru'waka, so they contacted Bayar. Yes, I indeed played the campaign. Even when they already knew it would be son versus father in the end. Well, you left out a few details, but yes, that's pretty much it. Man, that is just fucked up. Now you know why Ben R is so worried about her. With friends like them, who needs enemies? Where is Bayar anyway? With Ru'waka. I have a lot of thoughts on this story. We'll talk about it at the end. So, this is goodbye. They promised to give you a fair trial. but knowing their Tal'darim heritage, I doubt you'd be getting any trial. Who is the High Lord now? Well, it would technically be Elinara. Elinara, Dunmora, and Daenerys, they share the power now. No more High Lord, no more Ascendants. Government for and by the people. Even the Terrans still have an Emperor. One shall prove their worth not by killing, but by contributing to the society. Sounds very familiar. You know it will not end well for your friends. They're not my friends, not anymore. I couldn't care less what would happen to them. And me? Are you just going to leave me here? Please, you were the High Lord of the Tal'darim. I'm sure you already have backup plans for something as trivial as this. Don't die. At least you all have the option to go to 1.5 speed. Hello, Mother. Hello, daughter. You are back, you stupid idiot. What took you so long? There's that whole, like, NS9 going invisible thing. Thought he would show up. Also, Stukov. Never showed up. Wow, language much? You look skinny. Don't they feed you there? Ha ha. Will you be staying long? For as long as you will have me. Welcome home. I am home. Wholesome. My son is still alive, but he hates me now. Maybe not. He said don't die, remember? Perhaps there's hope. Nice wings. As long as both of you survive, there's still a chance to mend things. High Lord Ru'waka. No. Volcron the Hunter. What? We should go. The time displacement portal will not last for long. The Talons are waiting for us. Yeah, there's much to be done. I think this is a reference to the Talon faction are these purple units that are on SC2 Mapster that Winged Archon made. So maybe this is like a fourth wall breaching thing. I'm not sure. Indeed, follow Volcron and Kalani adventures in Time Splitters by Winged Archon. I don't really want to play as Volcron because now you've made a prequel, an unofficial prequel with him being a fucking dickhead, so I'm not too intrigued on having him be the protagonist of a different story. I think Time Splitters has been in stasis for a while. I think there were like 2 or 3 missions, and then I don't think it's been updated for a long time. Winged Archon, though, did submit to Mapperino Quarantino. As of the time of recording this, I haven't played it yet, but I probably will in a couple days. Hey, that's me. Also, thanks, Deltron. Especially after this one, it really makes me think of the Noir series as more of an anthology. Like, they're very loosely connected. It clearly started as, hey, I like Nier Automata, so I'm going to change the vowels in the word. I'll change the vowels in the words from IE to OI, which I don't fully understand. Maybe, EDHRIANO, you can elaborate on that, because I never understood it. I just say Noir. Niar, like N-I-O-R is a word. Noir, it's pronounced noir. I don't know. I'm not even going to... Whatever. The point is the Noir series is like an anthology series. It's loosely connected, mostly by the Eradicators. And it starts with the Purifier War, and then it branches more into different stuff. And again, Nier is anime. It's an anime game. And then the original campaign of this series took inspiration from that. I get a lot of mixed messages from the story of the Noir campaigns, and it's really stopped me from being able to really connect with it in any meaningful way. I don't really care about the characters, and that's just because the overall atmosphere of the campaign changes so much. Like, there's very heavy themes, like you've inserted rape and sexual reassignment into StarCraft, which... fine, you know, if you want to do that, that's fine. But on the other hand, there are like meta references and fourth wall breaking and little shout outs to me and Deltron and like connections to other campaigns and like to Star Wars, you know. So it's like it's just a lot of mixed messages. I think like you got to pick a tone and stick to it. I think most players would prefer you stuck with the more lighthearted stuff as opposed to like the heavier stuff. But at the very least, pick one and stay in that lane, because otherwise it gets very confusing. And again, I really struggled to care too much about the characters, though I did find myself getting a little upset when I thought that the campaign was genuinely just going to end with us killing the Hammer of Dawn Marks. So I'm glad that was a fake out, so good job there. But again, I just want to be, I want to be honest about my feelings. I just struggled to connect with the story overall. Like, I recognize it as a story. It had a beginning, middle, and end, but it was just disconnected, and again, specifically because there was not a consistent tone to it. And I don't really watch anime. I don't really like anime, and I get the impression that this is, again, draws a lot of inspiration from the storytelling that you typically see in, like, semi-serious anime. But again, there's, like, a lot of weird, light heart moments that don't really fit with the heavier themes. Again, I can't really comment too much on this because I don't really follow the medium of media there. But in any case, I liked all the missions. I thought the macro missions were pretty well done. You got to be careful, again, with, you have melee heroes getting nuked down by Kaydaran monoliths. It's tricky. An interesting tech tree with, adding Reavers to the Tal'darim. The Wrathwalkers make sense. The Reavers kind of stick out. And then the Dark Archons, too. And there was a mission where you had Dark Archons, but there really was no reason to use them because the enemy couldn't even have powerful units. Like that mission, Rakshir, where there was no Robo facility and no Stargate. So, again, I think maybe seeing Dark Archons on the previous mission, and it's possible that they were there and I just didn't make them because I ended up making carriers. So maybe restricting the tech tree on the double mothership mission could be better. I'm not sure. But overall, again, I had a decent time. I especially like the micro missions. The boss fights were well done as usual. The cutscenes, again, I just want to be honest and say I'm not saying like the story's bad. I'm just saying that I didn't really get into it. You know, I'd like to hear from the viewers on what they thought on that front. I just wanted to explain my feelings and why I thought that way. Again, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to like put down the creator. I'm just explaining because it may have come through. You know, I had my comments to make on the story, and I'm just being truthful. I'm not gonna like lie and pretend like I loved it. But you know, it was fine. It existed. I do think that the cutscenes they felt very stretched at times. Again, there were like long pauses between each piece of dialogue. Now, obviously, you don't want the dialogue to go too quick, but there did get a time when I just felt like I wanted to fast forward the cutscenes because there was just such long pauses between the amount of time the dialogue was on the screen. Then there was a time between the dialogue disappearing and the next piece of dialogue picking up. So like you could, you know, trim those down. These are all just suggestions that don't need to be done. It's just my feedback. I don't have an expectation that EDHRIANO's going to go in and update all these maps, especially because they've been released for quite a while. So I'm glad I took the opportunity to share them. Maybe some people think I should be a completely impartial showcaser. If you think that, I'd like to hear your feedback on that in the comments. But otherwise, again, I try to do my best to be truthful, which may not always be 100% fair to all the creators, because I just don't have a preference to a certain type of storytelling over other types of storytelling. But again, I did bring it up even in the first mission, which is, you know, inserting subject matter into StarCraft that doesn't really fit. The Protoss don't talk like Protoss; they talk like humans. But we're in the StarCraft universe. Again, there's rape and sexual reassignment, but we're in StarCraft. And, you know, it's up to every individual creator if they want to insert these things. But I think if you're going to go with a heavy subject material like that, then you need to go hard with it, and you need to make it clear, like, this is serious. We're taking it serious. Anyway, that's just some feedback there. And overall, the reason that I'm spending so much time on the story is because I felt like I spent half of this campaign in cutscenes. So that's why I'm talking about it so much, right? I'm not trying to bash. I'm not trying to hyper-focus on something that shouldn't be a big deal. I'm taking the time to talk about the stuff that was a big part of the campaign, which was the story. All right. Well, that is the end of the Noir series. Hammer of Dawn has been actually revamped and recreated, so at some point in the future, I'm sure I'll play it, because I think those maps have been completely remade from the ground up. And I did play the prologue of it as part of Mapperino that EDHRIANO submitted, and I liked it quite a bit. So I'll probably be revisiting that campaign. Not next, but at some point in the future. Again, I hope my feedback here at the end was not too harsh. I try to make sure that I articulate myself to just ensure that I'm being honest, but also, reasonable in the explanation of it. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.